I believe any good company starts with its team. And Black Sea has put together a very strong team with great technical, finance, and capital markets experience. My emphasis has always been on building and maintaining a very strong technical team. People that can and have made discoveries, and we have that, and we continue to build on that. In addition to our in-house team, we've also established a complement of local technical, logistical, community, and corporate support in all the various countries that we work in, which I will show you. So this is where we are. Black Sea Copper and Gold launched in 2012. We funded our initiatives internally as a private company, going public about 6 weeks ago. Our primary efforts were focused in Bulgaria, Serbia, and Romania, and recently we optioned one project in Turkey. We've gained a very strong competitive advantage over the last 4 years through extensive data acquisition, regional targeting, and reconnaissance exploration campaigns, which covered over 2,600 square kilometers of prospective ground. The target areas were distilled down into several key land positions associated with previously unrecognized hydrothermal centers, with outcropping alteration and copper gold mineralization, essentially identifying new copper gold porphyry and epithermal gold targets. When we started in Bulgaria, the activity levels pre us and during us within the mineral resource sector were very quiet. We were essentially one of the only companies submitting new applications and acquiring ground between 2012 and 2015. But Bulgaria has been gaining, and we anticipated this, it's been gaining a lot of momentum lately. And in the past 6 months, we've had Freeport purchasing the exploration division of the largest Bulgarian private mining company. And we've seen in the course of the last 6 weeks or 8 weeks, 10 new license applications that have been dropped on the ministry. And I think there's a lot more to come. So I believe we're going to see activity levels in Bulgaria pick up quite extensively. This is one of our primary targets in Bulgaria called Zlatuša. The license area is approximately 200 square kilometers and covers the same volcanic rocks that have generated multiple economic deposits in the Timok Belt, 95 kilometers to the north in Serbia, and in the Panagrish Belt just to the east of us within Bulgaria. We currently have 4 targets on this license area which relate to copper porphyry and gold epithermal systems. This is just a long section to what I just showed you in our application area. So we believe this is potentially a new porphyry trend along its 26 kilometer strike length. We see different erosion levels along strike and the relative association with porphyry and epithermal mineralization. There's a lot of historic data, a lot of Russian era data available to us in this neck of the woods, and some notable highlights from some historic holes include in Target A, we see 0.3% copper over 63 meters from surface, and it was never assayed for gold. There is gold in that system. In Target D, for just over 4 grams of gold over 11 meters near surface drill hole. So there are there's a lot of historic data that we've been able to compile, which led us to having interest in some of these areas. Here's some photos regarding 3 of the target areas, and we see grade and grad samples, and we've got porphyry mineralization outcropping at surface. So it truly is a part of the world where you can still find stuff sticking out of the ground, and those opportunities do exist. On this claim block, we recently completed a field program to refine the targets. And we're going to be continuing to do that over the course of the next couple of months. One of the next steps is we're going to be flying the entire claim block with a mag survey. We've got some good signatures that we can rely on, given, like I said, some outcropping porphyries. Some of the target areas under cover, so we're hoping the mag will help identify or allow us to zero in on some of the more specific target areas. And then we'll move in and do some localized IP and basically do all this in preparation for drill testing. As I mentioned, in Turkey, this is the only option project in the portfolio. Everything else has been identified and staked by us, 100% ownership, no royalties, et cetera, et cetera. This project was actually optioned from Eurasian Minerals. We spent some time in Turkey. It was somewhat difficult for us to kind of find what we wanted, et cetera, et cetera. But Eurasian had this project. It was nicely packaged and kind of came to us, and we liked it technically, and that's why we took this on. This is called the Alankoy. It's located in the Biga Peninsula with some good successes all around us, notably TV Tower and Halila, projects owned by Teck and Pilot Gold, as well as 2 gold deposits owned by Alamos. The Alankoy project has 3 strong zones of alteration, evidencing both porphyry and epithermal targets. There are 11 historic drill holes in one of the zones. They were drilled in the early 80s by the state. Notably, one of those holes was terminated in mineralization, 22 meters of 0.25% copper with a gold kick at 0.14 grams per ton, but it had higher grades than that as well, reaching 0.5% copper and 0.42 grams per ton gold. So, we believe that's still a good target area. They were shallow holes, drilled at angles, and we believe there's still an opportunity specifically there. We recently completed a field program at Alankoy as well, and once again, refining the target areas for drill testing. In Serbia, with the success that has been had within the TMOC, we went, and a couple of years back, it's very, the ground is basically staked out where you want to be. And we went a couple of years ago poking around there, and we worked with a local consulting group, commissioned our own claims map, and found 2 openings that even surprised our local consultants. So we quickly made application for those. They were in the right spot, and we think very opportunistic with strong mineralization, et cetera, et cetera. They're going through an application process right now, so we believe these will come through, but I just wanted to give you a little, we do have some activity in Serbia, and look for future information on these once I've obtained my licenses. Romania has been a big curiosity of ours. Black Sea's covered some ground in Romania. We've had boots on the ground. We've identified areas that we'd like to launch applications on. Romania offers fantastic geological opportunities, but continues to be shadowed by the permitting issues around Roșia Montana. We believe this is a site-specific event. We believe that Romania is a pro-mining culture, and over the course of the next couple of years, it will be a very opportunistic country to be working in. So we're going to slowly proceed or progress our efforts through the country, and I think it'll be a good positioning strategy for what is to come. Here's an activity chart of what we're striving to achieve. The order of things may change a little once we've completed our target delineation across multiple projects. We'll sit back, evaluate, rank those. But the gist of this is that we aim to be drilling many targets in the new year. Through Q1, Q2, Q3, we aim to be continuously drill testing across the board through Bulgaria and Romania, Turkey and Serbia. We will also be continuing to build a pipeline of new projects. That's important to us through new license applications, acquisitions, and/or partnerships. And finally, as mentioned, Black Sea Copper and Gold was started as a private company and recently merged with a public shell to obtain its listing. The shell had $1.5 million in cash in it prior to the merger, and we concurrently raised an additional $2 million at 20 cents a share. With 43 million shares issued, we maintain a tight ownership structure and a cash position that will allow us to build value in the company. Thank you.